I don't know why I'm back doing this, because last time I did this, it was one of the worst things I've ever done, and it was one of my greatest regrets. And we're back to do Melee Soul Burst Eruptidon. Now, people have been asking for it, so I looked in my Discord server for showcase suggestions because I realized I had been spamming the YouTube suggestion, so I went to my Discord server, and let's go see. I have now spread the Melee Soul Burst Eruptidon to your Discord server. Now use Blaze Rush and Blaze of Glory on Melee Soul Burst Eruptidon. With an added message of it will be mid, but hopefully not completely horrible. Let's hope it actually does something this time around. So yeah, we have our Melee Soul Burst Eruptidon. Now we're not running the Pyro ability actually. We're gonna run Combustible, allowing us to get easier switches in, but we're gonna get there in a little bit. We have personality of Brawny, very clumsy, and nimble. It just makes sense because you want nimble to be able to outpace. Not really outpace, but no. I think it is. Is it outspeed the fossils, the titans? I'm not really sure. Hold on, how fast is Soul Burst Eruptidon again? Eruptidon Magmadiire is 80, and Morphezu I think is 85. So yeah, look, that doesn't matter. You run nimble because of stuff you want to outspeed, I guess. We're gonna, I don't know what you outspeed, probably like a Tyrex or something. Nimble Tyrex, it makes sense. But yeah, then we have Combustible. When struck by a fire type attack, we absorb it to boost strength of our own fire moves. This doesn't matter that much because as soon as we get this on the field, we're going to be attempting to Soul Burst. So that's kind of what our plan is. We want to get free switches in against fire moves, and because fire moves are generally pretty common, this is going to be fine. And then we got Power Focus as the only really solid way of increasing our melee attack. I actually don't know if it got bulk up or not. Let me check. No, by the looks of it, no, it's still... I'm still stuck using Power Focus to increase our melee attack. But then we've also got Earthquake, which is a nice solid coverage move. And then we've got Blaze Rush to increase our speed. So we go for Power Focus and do a Blaze Rush and hopefully go for a late game clean. That is kind of the goal of this Eruptidon. We kind of always want to Blaze Rush first, though. Because Blaze Rushing first just means you get your immediate speed advantage. And because speed is the most important stat in the game, deciding the order of the turn can decide a whole game. Like, would you rather get a +1 up against a Zulong in front of you, or would you rather get your speed boost up against Zulong in front of you? I would rather get my speed boost up first, because I'm most likely to get 2-shot. Yeah, the TPs don't change. 4 energy gets you to 250, 96 is leftovers, 200, and then 200. I got nothing to say. Let's just see if it works. I'm scared. I clicked comp match, and I literally never know who's in these things, so we're just gonna find out who's in this today. We've got, is it Jimmy Joe Bobby? No, it's Jacob 004345. All right. Well, is that the Gamma Gargolem? Dude, Gamma Gargolem attack looks so freaking good, dude. If I was to get my Gamma Gargolem, any of like the 4, I would want to patch one of them so I could use a secret ability Gamma Gargolem, because holy crap, I would love that on Gargolem attack. Well, honestly, it's not awful here. Its coverage actually hits pretty much the entire team, shockingly. All we really need to do... Help! I'm yawning. Don't lose to Tundralin, have something for Whippledrift. I've been noticing I have not been bringing Wiki that much, but I think that's an okay thing. This does get very strong Psychoblast off. We have to be worried about Pyrelin, though, but Pyrelin means just Luminami comes in, which gets a Wave Wrecker, which is hard for them to switch into. If they go into Whippledrift or go into Waba, then we get to be very annoying with that. Do I go with Eliguana for a Flash and Flee pivot? I'm not sure. Or do I go with Rancidor? What is that? I don't know. Something on my freaking arm. Where do I go Rancidor? I don't know. Eliguana. Yeah, let's do that. Actually, I could go Augment. I decided to drop Goop Spout and grab Augment because I think I could use Augment more. I don't know, like if I'm about to die and I don't need to go for a hit, I'm just going to Augment. I led with it. Yes! Okay, this is good. All we need to do is Flash and Flee here, get half of its health, go into Luminami. Pray doesn't go for Gnarly Gash. It won't because it's fine. I'm smart. I'm good at this game. It's not going to Gnarly Gash. They're going to go for, they're like, stab! Stab! So it's gloves. Evidently, this is gloves. A frost beam. They could think flash and flee, then they go to Whipple Drift. Ow. Jeez, man. Ouch. Maybe I should have flashed and fleet. I was just thinking this they would try to save this for a later attack. You know? But they did not. So yeah. I am in Power 101 right now. I'm actually recording this really freaking early. Dude, it is 6:52. I usually record these at like 8 sometimes. But I do this really early. Specifically because I want to be able to sit down. Because there's this grind I want to do in Power 101. Right? And I don't want any distractions. And that's not like an insultive thing. Like, I gotta get the YouTube stuff out of the way. Because it's not really like that. But basically, I have to defeat 200 of these specific enemies to unlock the ability to purchase this specific character that I want for this specific account. So, yeah. That's what I'm dealing with. Also, I'm gonna Thunder Blast. I clicked it! I clicked it! God, I'm getting exploded right now. Jeez. Jeez. Alright, they're out. They're going to what? Tyrolin? I was gonna say Tyrolin. I'm fighting such an aggressive wind team! That's what I wanted to happen, by the way. That's exactly what I freaking wanted to happen. That's what I wanted to happen. It's fine. We'll figure this out. Who am I even fighting? Jacob. Oh god, he's 1309. No, I need to not pay attention to the mastery. Or not like the points of people, not mastery. I used to judge people off of mastery. Like, oh my god, they have 1,000 mastery. I cannot fight them. I used to do that. But I don't do that anymore. Now I'm more worried about what are their points. Because if they have high points, it's like, oh great, I have to sweat. Not really sweating though, I'm kind of just playing the game. This is our opportunity to do this. We're doing it. I'm going to Blaze Rush first because I don't even know if the speed boost would even be enough though. It's probably enough. No, it's probably enough. I'd hope so anyway. It's only 25% speed boost. Who freaking cares? Goodbye, Wobbleisk. It was incredible knowing you. Ow! God, it hurts. It really, really, really hurts. It really hurts. I'm not gonna go into. I'm gonna get bitter cold. I'm not going to Pyrolin. Is it quick recovery? It's quick recovery. Well, we made it useless again, so that's cool. I'm gonna barb once and then deep freeze. They're gonna swap here, right? What was that? Or do I do? I'm gonna do a dumb. Hold. Hold up. Wait a minute. Okay, we don't get hit very hard by that. Annoying that they had to have Mudslide, though. Now their Flare Blast is 100% accurate right now, but that's okay. It's not something that we need to be too stressed about. Well, we want a Soul Burst pretty much instantly. It really sucks that, because I'm very clumsy, I barely can even use my Soul move. This is actually a very, very, very good opportunity that I have right now to win the game. Because if they go in their range tank, dude, my face became red because I'm not using my backlight right now. That's the benefit of recording these earlier, is I don't have to use my backlight. Oh my god! Okay, here we go. We know it's Goggles Morphezu. We're Soul Bursting into a Blaze Rush here. We get +1 speed. Now, the one thing we need to check. Okay, let's go to an Eruptidon, MAGMADIRE, 200 plus, not -1, +1 with Nimble is at 214, while a Whipple Drift at 200 Nimble with Strong Gust is at 190. What about a Very Nimble? A Very Nimble is at 207. There's no freaking way you get outsped. There's literally no way in the entire universe we get outsped right now. It's not possible. This thing literally cannot outspeed me. It can't. It's not possible. I Blaze Rush again to get another speed boost. It should hopefully kill. Oh my god. Oh my god. Is this happening? Alright. Please. 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 You're clutch, plushie. What a fun player. I should have gone for the storm move. It's fine. Blech. That's really sad though. Alright then. Whatever. 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 It's not like I wanted to like win the game or anything. No. I didn't want to win. Well, it actually just put in some crazy work there. If I had gone, I mean, Power Focus literally didn't matter at this point. If I had maybe gone for a Storm there, it would have been a bit better. We go Iguana because we're boots. We're boots. So we can outspeed anything. And the Pyrolin and Morphezu, it's what? We took down Whippledrift. We took down Krabtana. Yeah, it's just these two left. If I Thunder Blast, I think I'm fine. Just gonna Thunder Blast. Bah! I hate people that do this. You're just Peace of Mind, Rejuvenate, Flare Blast, Mudslide. That's all you are. I hate people that use Pyrolin. They're just boring. I will say it. I will say it. Pyrolin players are boring. I don't care. Oh no, I'm mean. I can't do that anymore. Oh no. Anyway, I win. You lost. Good game. Good game. Good game. Good game. All I actually do here is I barter my goggles onto the Pyrolin. I've won with a Melee Soul Burst Eruptidon. Actually, yeah, all I do here is I... Oh, never mind. I just win. Nice. Melee Soul Burst Eruptidon. It actually put in a lot of work. If that wasn't a freaking clutch plushie Krabtana, would have been a bit better though. We're fighting a taco truck or a Toko truck. I'm not really sure. Did I say something horrible? Probably. Let's see. Well, Twiddle's acting strange in the Gale Forest. So, I want to bring this because I love how strong Metronet could be into teams like this. Like, where their one real way of stopping it would be something that can lower my stats, being Lashent. It's my favorite thing in the world, just to get a goggles boosted Dark Surge. What a slap, dude. I don't even care that it broke my hand. That was a sick slap. My Zip Zap is good, except like if it's into Behemoth. I feel like I want to have a better way of stopping the Dragodine, so I feel like I would just bring Wobble. Only issue at that point is I cannot beat the Hunter. So, it's that point to bring Iguana and just hope that they never go into Behemoth. I guess at that point, no, I do have Wiki Wiki, which is okay enough into Behemoth to the point where it should not die to, like an Earthquake or Timber Thrash, maybe a Robosaur, but if it's Robosaur, then it's going to Luminami. Now, is he a Stream Sniper? Let's find out. Let's find out. Does he know that I've been using this Boots Iguana? Because I hate the bulky one. And I want to have fun. If you own a Dragonite, you're a hacker, by the way. Who does what you just did? Like... I don't know if I want to play it. Because it could just Earthquake, right? I think Slapdown's coming out, though, right? If I go into Eruptidon on the Slapdown, the Slapdown, there you go. I could go for the Storm really early. I think I'm going to do that. I think I'm going to Storm really, really early. I don't really see a problem with that. The reason I'm storming really early is because Hellstorm is like the weakest move in my arsenal. Funnily enough, it's really weak for this set specifically. Wait. Ooh, if I Earthquake. I don't know if I would take out the Infernix, though. I'm hoping that if he's good at his damage calcs, he'll realize this is a melee Eruptidon, but the damage that is Infernix. It's going to take, actually, like, this is the bar. There you go. That's how much, it's like right here, where my mouse is, right there. Yep, right there. Normally, it would be about, like, to the X, maybe. If he's smart with his damage calcs, he'll realize, oh, this is melee. Why is it doing better than Odo Yaga? Why is it doing better than Odo? At this point, I don't know anymore. I don't know what to think. I don't know who to trust. It's just gonna be the end of me. I don't know. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. I guess, yeah, going for Hellstorm really obviously with a spoon. Going for Hellstorm really obviously does work out in a weird way. Right? Well, I'm gonna stall this as long as I can. I said I haven't been bringing Wiki, but it's probably just because the teams I've been fighting just haven't been great for Wiki in general, because there's a lot of dark fire types going around right now. And just in general, Wiki doesn't like those. Not at all. It's fine. Luminami's gonna tank this hit extraordinarily well, and we're gonna be completely fine. You know, I've been wanting to eat this. My mom got these lemon snack packs, and if you know lemon snack packs, they're peak. So I've been wanting to have one. Well, I feel like a lot of things are gonna happen here. They could Mega Chomp and just go for the kill, which I think they're gonna do. It's a Wave Wrecker. I should have doubled Metronet. I mean, Metronet double doesn't even matter there, right? Alright, let's do this again. They're gonna go back into Hunter and ruin my life. Something really makes me want to go into Metronet right now. I don't know why. Like, I really want to go into Metronet right now. Because, like, they know I have Wiki. They're going to Rogue Assault. So, I want to do this so bad because I think it's going to work. You're not even a real human. Who does that? No one does that. You literally saw that I switched to Wiki before. Why would you? Why did you do that? That was just a stupid move on my end. Why did I do that in my brain? Because it just made sense in my head, and now I'm just thinking that no, it doesn't make any sense because it's a stupid move. I'm gonna mudslide. Try to take out this Hunter. I know I want an herbal, so they're gonna go into their aggressive thing as Hunter. And if it's Lashent, I'm just gonna go for an herbal remedy, try to get my Metronet back on the field. I don't understand the human race. Nothing about it makes any sense. Like, who does this? I want to punch something really bad, really bad. Let me find something. No, I don't need to punch anything yet. It's okay. I'm fine. I won't die to a slapdown. You're annoying me, Lashent. I don't like you. Like, you're just being annoying. It's just annoying. Having a great game so far. I just need to get Eruptidon on the field and click Blaze of Glory, and then something happens. If they're smart, they're gonna go Hunter here. When did Dragodine? I didn't bring Waba, did I? Ooh. Alright, Leguana it is then. I don't know actually. What do I do? This is not very good. They're not going to go for it. I live any hit anyway. They're going to Peace of Mind. Watch. I should have brought Waba. Waba was really strong here. I guess that's going to be, I have to sack Wiki, go Leguana, Zip Zap, as when they go into Lashent. Unless they go into Behemoth, and that means I have to go into freaking Luminami. I just don't get why they went for Earthquake knowing I have the Mickey Vicky. I guess they would think I would overthink it, which would make a lot of sense. Really think about it. God, I light up. I light up every time. I should survive this. Okay. We do get a poison off on the Dragodine. Only real downside here is I don't really want to give it stat boosts, but that does not seem avoidable right now. So let's, yeah, I'm gonna have to figure out what to do in here. Yeah, I'm not really sure. I guess at this point, yeah, I just have to dodge. Unless they go for like their egg onslaught and I can't dodge that, which would be smart on their end. While we're wasting their energy for us to get our Leguana in to go for a Zip Zap, we should have enough damage on it at this point. I guess actually I just go to Metronet, right? Metronet? No, Metronet's busted right now. What? Wait, no, I'm thinking about it. Metronet's really, really good right now. Yeah, no, Metronet's the play, right? Hold on. Dragodine, Temperane, 200, very nimble is... can I get rid of the Strong Gust? 270, 174, this is 170. So if it's very nimble, we're outsped. It's a risk I guess I'm willing to take. But if it's very nimble, we lose our best win condition. Let's find out, honestly. I'm so curious. Is this very nimble? I do think very nimble on Temperane is fine. If not better than the normal one. Yeah, Metronet just poses such a big threat right now. It's ridiculous how big of a threat it poses that you can't do anything about. So is my Eruptidon in the back. One Blaze Rush and Eruptidon wins the game. Oh, I wanted the damage on this. That's big. This is good. Can I burn it? It'd be very cool. Nope. Okay. Let's go Luminami then. Are they gonna Timber Thrash now? I'm not sure at this point. I don't know what to really do at this point. No, they do just Earthquake. Just Earthquake. I'm just gonna Frost Beam then. I have really no reason not to. Okay, Earthquake again. And I survived! Their Boots user is dead, which is big. It's not dead. So we're going to figure out what to do at this point. Luminami dies. I go Eleguana. I flash and flee. They can't stop it. I mean, no, they can. They just go into Shent. So, yeah, I have to go Eleguana. I just have to click Pivot. No, I'm slower than it with its boots. So I have to sack someone. Sacking Eleguana means I lose to Hunder. Sacking Metronet seems like the most logical thing to do here. Yeah, no, that seems logical. If I sack Metronet... Because realistically, Eleguana can win the game as long as Eruptidon gets on the field against the Lashent. So I think, yeah, if I sack this, go back into Lumi, Frost Beam, they go Lashent, they slap down, I go Eruptidon, and then I Blaze Rush, the game's over. Yeah, that's how it's gonna have to happen. That's how it's gonna have to happen. Unless if they go into Hunder. If they do the Hunder move... If they go Hunder, that just means I go Eleguana, and then the second that the Lashent comes in, I go Eruptidon, and then I Blaze Rush. No, I don't think there's any possible way they can win at this point. As long as I Wave Record here. So, I'm thinking, right, Eruptidon makes sense right now. They're dazed. Eruptidon really only makes sense to come in. They could predict that and go into Temperane. Yeah, it kind of depends if they predict or not, right? That's what it's depending on right now. We'll have to see. It's really my only move I can make right now is the Eruptidon. If I can get my Blaze Rush off on someone, we're all good. Only real issue is as soon as they go into Temperane, I'm in a bad spot. So it's like if they do the double here, I believe I lose, and nothing much that I can do. I'd have to get 2 Blaze Rushes off. They didn't do it actually. So I Blaze Rush here, Blaze Rush on something else. Okay, hold on. Okay, so we Blaze Rush here. We get a speed boost. And they can't switch anything in. It would have to be Behemoth. Oh no, if it's Behemoth, we win. They lost. Okay, they lose. We Blaze Rush. We get our speed boost. No. Behemoth is still faster at this point. It is still faster. Yeah, Behemoth is slightly faster right now. I've got to go into Lumi. I know it's Boots Behemoth. Yeah, it's a little spooky right now. They have to go for a predict. But even then, neither Hunter nor... neither Hunter or Lashent takes me down. That's the thing. Neither of those can. It could be Brawny, though. It could have been Brawny Behemoth. Because Magmadire at +1 is 214. Behemoth, yeah, no, like, I can't make the risk. If it's Nimble, would it be Nimble Boots? Nimble Boots at +1 is 222, but Brawny isn't. They do Earthquake. Okay, I now just Frost Beam. I have no real reason not to. Actually, I should have doubled into Eruptidon. That would have won the game, too. Actually, I just keep Luminami in at this point, no? Oh, I get a crit, actually. That's funny. Trying to decide at this point. No, actually, if I just Insta Eruptidon, it shouldn't break anything, right? Yeah, because even if they go into Hunter... I should have Wave Record, but even if they go into Hunter, do I not just... Now it's a little tough. This might have been a bad move. They're gonna Mega Chomp every single time. If I go Lumi, I sack that. I go into Eliguana. I need +2 is the issue. No, I should have doubled. Shouldn't have made this move. This was the bad move that lost, I think. I mean, I don't think I can do anything that saves the game at this point. I should have went for the Wave Wrecker. I think I played too obvious. It was dumb of me to do that. I should have just went for the Wave Wrecker. They had no other option besides trying to kill it at that point. Okay, we play Eliguana. Now we Zip Zap, because they're not going to want to go into Behemoth, and if they do, that was a good move, and then I lose. Because then I just get to Earthquake both of these things. Yeah, Behemoth wins them the game. If they do that, that's smart. I mean, it would be depending on my pivot option, right? Because if I Flash and Flee, I lose. If I Flash Flee, they go Lashent, I lose. It's a 50-50 between them right now. I guess they could also be a little worried about potentially dealing with Landslide. I'm not really sure why they'd be worried about that, though. Hold on. But if it's Boots Behemoth, it would probably just be Brawny then. Let me check, because I believe Metronet's health went down to like 52. Right? I just go to a normal Metronet, give it the set that I would give it, 96, yeah, 96, has 175 health, takes an Earth, yeah, he's thinking about which one I'm going for. Land, Born, Earthquake, he did around 70. And he went for the Lashent, he messed up, he went for the wrong one. Yeah, he had to figure out which one I was going for. It was a 50-50. It was a 50-50. He had to pick the right one. Okay. Only thing I do right now is just hope that it's Brawny Behemoth. That's literally the only thing that I can do at this point that wins the game. But that's it. Unless he doesn't have enough energy for 2 Earthquakes. Which would be the only other option. Which at that point, then I get to Landslide everything on his team. It would be dependent on his energy stat. But I don't think it's been enough turns to where he has recovered enough energy to use 2 Earthquakes. No, he hasn't. That's not enough. Maybe. Well, we'll have to see. And it was Brawny! It was Brawny! The Blaze Rush act. I could have just won the game right there. But instead I made it more complicated because I didn't want to risk the Nimble. It was a Brawny one. Now we can Blaze a Glory. Kaboom! Him getting surprised over Melee Soul Burst Eruptidon actually won because we got the kill on the Infernix. That's quite funny that that actually worked out that way. But yeah, hopefully everyone had a fantastic time because why was it not mid is the thing. I guess it's like, it's one of those things that you don't expect. And the fact that its main move that it usually clicks first is generally Hellstorm, you're down to that like, okay, you need to know your damage calcs really well. Because if I was in that position and I got hit with that attack by my, if my Infernus was hit by a Hellstorm by that, I was like, why'd that do so little? So yeah, another important thing is to pay attention to damage calcs. Because I was able to pay attention to how much damage my Metronet took, and I came to the conclusion later in the fight, if I had done the calc immediately when I had the Eruptidon in against the Behemoth at the +1 Blaze Rush the first time around, I would have gone for another Blaze Rush to then just kill everything with Blaze Rush. But unfortunately, I didn't make that calc, and I did not come to that conclusion fast enough. But after I made it, I came to the realization that there was nothing that he could possibly do but win in the game. The only thing that he actually could have done to win that game was go Behemoth on the Eleguana Zip Zap. But then had I clicked Flash and Flee, the game would have been over. But in my head, it only made sense to go Lashent, because if you go into Behemoth, I mean, at that point you just rest, right? Behemoth rests, but then my Eleguana outspeeds. So I'd Flash and Flee, and I would keep clicking Flash and Flee no matter what happens, and Lashent might come in at some point to kill it. I'm not sure. But yeah, hopefully everyone enjoyed, and I'll see everyone later. Bye!